Hello, how are you?
Hi, Umi. I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm good, thank you. So, thank you so much for being here today. It's a pleasure having you. I found you on LinkedIn and I thought, why not invite you to talk about a little bit what you do? So, let's start off with you telling us who you are and what you do.
Oh, thank you so much, Umi. I'm so happy to be here. My name is Obi Nnaemeka. I'm a lecturer, so I lecture MSc Finance students. I'm also a CFA program instructor. So I help CFA candidates to achieve their goal. So,
Do you also hold the CFA designation?
I'm a charterholder.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So tell me a little bit about your journey with the CFA, how it started and how it concluded.
Okay. So my journey is kind of an interesting one. In 2012, 2013, that was actually when I got to know about the CFA. So then I just registered for the ACC exam. And I remember discussing with a friend of mine, telling him that I'm writing the ACC exam. So he now said, if you are writing the ACC exam, why not write the CFA exam? So it's like, CFA, what is that? Started explaining and telling me about the program. And I actually found it very interesting what he told me, right? So I said, okay, let me research and get to know more about this exam. And, I just found the whole thing interesting. Now, I remember going to SCCA class, telling one of a student, SCCA student, right? So I told him, I'm contemplating writing the CFA exam. The way he shot me at, he was like, CFA exam? Are you sure you can do that? Are you sure that exam is something else? That exam is this. Don't just even go and waste your time and money. I became scared because this was someone I take to be like very intelligent in the class, right? And the way he spoke, he was kind of scared of the exams. I was like, if this guy is scared, that means I should be scared, right? So I decided to abandon the dream. And, something now happened. I remember in the office where I worked then, someone stepped into the office. So we just got talking. And it happened that he was a level 3 CFA candidate. So when he mentioned, I said, well, you are level 3 candidate. I was so happy. We got discussing. I told him, I want to write this exam, but I'm kind of scared and this and that. And he encouraged me. He was like, go for it, right? If it's something you really want, go for it. Just, look at what people are saying, right? I said, okay, I was going to give it a try. So in 2015, I registered for the exam. And then, luckily for me, the center I go to read, there were some other students writing the CFA exam there. They were also registered. So we all just come there together to read. Having friends on the journey helps a lot.
Yeah.
So as we're now going for the exam, preparing for the exam, I remember then when we wrote the level 1 exam, the result came out around the ending of January 2016. Right. So when the result came out, the tension and everything, just for me to open the mail and I saw, congratulations, you passed. I was so happy, celebrating. So I reached out to a friend to share my result. I passed. So when I told him I passed, he was also happy. He also passed, right? And now it happened that his own result. So when he now asked me my performance in the different subject areas, right? I told him about my performance, right? And then he was now like, but I didn't really impress him. That in as much as I passed, that he would have expected more from me. That joy, I felt bad. Why is he talking to me this way?
Yeah.
So, but the thing was good because it kind of lit a fire in me. So I was like, okay, in level 2, I must make sure that my friend never repeats this comment again, but I must pass, and not only pass, I'm going to pass excellently, right? So I registered for level 2 the same year, 2016, for June, right? Now I started studying. So basically the level 2 exam for that year was meant to be first week of June, and result came out ending of January. So practically I had 4 months to study. I was studying. I remember sometimes I'll get tired, but I'll remember that my friend's statement, it will motivate me. I'll keep on pushing, but I have to surprise my friend.
Right? Yes.
When the result came out at when the level 2 result came out, I checked the result, I passed. Not only that, excellently, right? I
Oh,
was also happy. Quickly rushed to my phone to call my friend to say, now I passed and also passed excellently. And, when he picked the phone, it wasn't sounding too good. I asked him what happened. He said he didn't pass. So I couldn't just now, show up the way I wanted to show up and everything with him, right? So, that was how the level 2 happened. Finally, I registered for level 3 2017, right? And when I registered, I tried my best then, but it didn't work out, right? Yeah. So finally, I did it again in 2018. That was when I completed it.
Yeah, that's such a nice feeling, yeah, when you finally complete the last one, you get that email that says you passed, congratulations, you have completed the CFA program.
I felt so good.
Yes, I can relate to that. I had the same feeling when I passed level 3, and I also had the same fear when it was time for me to sign up for level 1. I was not sure, and I think it's normal to have a lot of hesitations because you hear all these crazy stories, people not passing. Yeah. So it's a nice feeling. So congratulations to both of us that we made it to the finish line.
Thank you.
And so you are basically coaching people to pass the CFA program. Am I right?
Sure.
So tell me a little bit more about that. How did that happen, and how do you help people so people can learn a little bit about your courses or the program that you offer?
Okay. So in 2016, when I passed the level 2, right, someone reached out to me. So he happened to be a regional manager in a bank. And because of the nature of his work, he doesn't even really have so much time to study. So he reached out to me, told me that he was preparing to write level 1 in 2016 December, right? And he hasn't really even read much. So he's having challenge on where to start, how to even start, whether I can help out. And it happened that where he's staying is far from where I was staying. So I asked him, can you come down to my area, maybe lodge or something? I can come and tutor you, right? He said he can't do that. So we now scheduled. So he came and we did like a 2 weeks intensive lecture. So I'll go to the hotel. We just start from like morning to like night. 2 weeks. So it was very intensive, right? And, by the time we completed, he felt so confident. He was like, just confident. I said, okay, fine. So he now moved and now did his revision and went for the exam in December. And he passed, right? Yeah, he did pass. So he was so happy. So by the time I was going for the level 2 in June, by the time I was going for level 3 in June 2017, he was going for level 2 in June 2017, right? So I remember then, close to my own exam, I wasn't done reading. So he now called me again. He said, please, can we repeat what we did before? I'm still having the same challenge again. And I thought about it. I wasn't done with mine. I just said, okay, come, let's see what we can do. So he still came. We did the same thing again, right? I remember very well when my result came out for the level 3 2017, when I didn't pass, he was feeling so bad. He said that he felt he contributed, right? That assuming I had my whole time to read, and not him coming around, that he believed that I would have passed. It was my own risk to take, right? So that gave me that idea, because I believe that right from when I was in school, I have always had this opportunity of teaching people coming to me, come and help me with this. So it's a God-given talent, right? People coming to me, help me with this. I'm having an issue here, help me, and take me through this, right? So I started thinking about it, that this is going to be interesting. Why not, since I've already started, even while I was still in the program, right? That once I'm done with this program, why not me go ahead to now help candidates to become charterholders, right? If I can even complete, I was having some, so the student also brought his friend too, right? His friend came in, and I had a center reach telling me that I can come and tutor with them, center, like about 2 of them. Yeah. So immediately I completed, I was like, okay, so I have some opportunities, some like centers or students also reaching out. Why not me concentrate on them, try and see how I can help. That was how my journey started. Yeah. And, since the time I completed till now, I have studied about 4 different centers, right? Studying about 4 different centers. It's been a wonderful experience. So, that joy when candidates call you to say, I passed.
Yeah, that's a nice feeling. Like you feel like you have made a difference in someone's life. Yeah.
That's the joy of teachers.
Yeah, so tell me a bit more, like people attend classes virtually, they come in person, like how do you help people? Like is it for all the levels? Do you provide materials? Like tell me a bit more about that so that, the listeners or people who are watching can, get more information about it.
So I actually do train level 1 to 3, right? So for some of the, I have my own personalized material. I try to follow the curriculum, get out the importance. So it's more like concise, summarized that I used to guide the students, because I believe that the curriculum, CFA curriculum, is the main thing, right?
Yeah.
So I try as much as possible that my materials are related, so closely related to the curriculum, so that it's kind of good. So my lectures are twofold. I do personalized lectures, one-on-one. So that one for now I'm doing fully virtual. Although some candidates will still come and request that they want me physical, right? Which if the time is there, I can also go for it. Then I also have a group class where I pull a lot of students together and also do their lectures. So it happens that for some students, because of time zone differences, because I actually have students in different countries, so because of time zone differences, some might not be able to join the group class, right? Those ones I can refer them to a personalized class if there is still slots available, right? They can reach out and take a personalized lecture. So I do both the group and also the personalized with some students.
Okay.
I try to see how I can maybe supply the materials to them. They read, they attend lectures, and I'll give them some assignments.
So everything is virtual, I'm assuming, like you said, because you have people from different parts.
For now, we're doing virtual.
And you do an actual lecture? Like how long are these lectures, and do you have them weekly? Is it like going to school, for instance? Is it the same type of concept? Like you have them on a weekly basis?
Yes. So for the group, it's mainly weekly basis. That's weekends. We use weekends for the group. But for the personalized, I structure the timetable in such a way I do take them like 3 times in a week to 2 hours for each meeting. 3 times in a week. Well, we normally run it for like 5 months.
Okay.
For the group, it's like mainly weekends.
Okay, and basically what you do is that I'm assuming you follow, like you said, you follow the curriculum, you choose a topic, you go over the topic, and then afterwards they have like assignment projects, or not projects, like
assignments to solve questions from the curriculum.
Okay, makes sense. And do you give also like mock exam when, it's time to give the exam, or do you give like additional practice problems?
In fact, by February now, we'll be writing a mock exam. This February, first week of February, which I'm even planning to throw open for candidates apart from my students that I meet.
Okay. That's a very good way to basically help out and help people to pass the exams, because there are a lot of approved providers there. Like you have, I don't know, like IFT, you have Mark Meldrum, you have a lot of them out there. But I don't recall if they actually have lectures. I think it's like recordings that you can watch.
Recorded. Yes, recorded.
Yeah. And then with you have this additional benefit that people can actually ask you questions when they're not sure.
Sure. Candidates are, so the way I work, candidates are free. They can reach out, even outside the lectures, they can freely reach out anytime.
Okay, perfect. So we're almost approaching the end of this, but I do want to ask you one last question. What is one tip that you can share to people who are pursuing the CFA program? Maybe something like actionable that, they can use right now and, implement it.
Okay, so I'll just share one extra. So one of the things that I would say, and that is one of the things that helped me in my journey, is that it's safe not to do it alone, right? So even if you're not attending lectures, try to get someone, that you are doing it with. Like when I record my journey, I noticed that my friend's words actually helped me a lot, right? because he didn't pass level 2. But I thought about it after. He is someone I know that is very intelligent. Right? So when I reflected, I said, imagine if not because of that motivation, who knows? Who knows what would have happened to me? Right? So I would advise any candidate that is writing, even if you're not going to attend lectures, try and have people that are writing so that you can have a group that you guys share and keep on motivating each other, more like an accountability plan.
Yeah.
Okay. Then again, if you're a busy professional, I also recommend trying to have a schedule that you stick. So if you have a particular time of the day you read, and let's say you are doing 2 hours every day, try to stick to it. Even if it's 1 hour, the main thing is consistency, because the curriculum is very bulky. It's not something that you can do a crash program and finish once. So you keep on building, and the knowledge keeps on adding. Before you know, you would have actually gathered evidence. Okay?
Yeah.
So that is what I would recommend.
Yes, thank you for sharing those tips. And the interview is almost done, but I do have a rapid fire questions for you. It's only 3 questions. I want you to think really rapidly, so I don't want you to elaborate on so forth. So whatever comes to your mind, just say it, okay? So, are you a coffee person or a tea person?
Tea.
Your favorite mantra?
There are so many. I don't know which one do I go for. I am blessed.
Which one?
I am blessed.
You're MBS?
No, I am blessed. I am blessed.
Oh, you're blessed. That's a good mantra, I guess. Yes. And the last one is one word that describes your drive right now.
I want to revolutionize life. Revolution. Revolution.
Nice.
Revolution. Yes.
Well, that was it. That was very rapid. It was very quick. Before we go, do you want to tell us where people can find you?
So I'm very active on LinkedIn. So at Obi Nnaemeka, CFA.
All right. I'll put all the information in the description below so people can connect to you and can connect with you. And once again, I want to thank you for doing this.
Thank you so much, Omi. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much.